I love this approach to creating distance from your mind. So if someone is experiencing negative thoughts, if someone is experiencing doubt, insecurity, shame, guilt, or they're just saying negative things about themselves to themselves and to other people, how can we create a mechanism that allows us to separate ourselves from our mind, to have a conversation with it, to see it for what it is from a different interpretation, so that we can harmonize with our mind and ourselves to be in better alignment with a positive mindset rather than negative thinking?
That's a huge part of this book on negativity bias, how bad that is for your brain, and how to train your brain to be more positive.
And how to not
But
believe
not pie
the negativity.
in the sky.
Yeah, but how to not believe the negativity.
It's a training.
Yes.
You know, like Julius shoots free throws over and over again, even though he's shot tens of thousands of them. He keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Why? Because he has to keep that skill. We always have to be working on our mind. So initially, give your mind a name, begin to separate it. I named my mind after my pet raccoon when I was 16. I loved her, but she was a troublemaker. She like TP'd my mother's bathroom, ate all the fish in my sister's aquarium, would leave raccoon poo in my, and that's my mind. It just like stirs up trouble. So when I get a storm, I'm like, you're going in your cage. I'm like, no, I don't have to listen to you. Or now what I do, I put her on her back and just tickle her in my mind, right? So it's a beautiful visualization because raccoons have 200 different sounds they make.
Wow.
What really helps is whenever you feel sad or mad or nervous or out of control, write down what you're thinking. And then identify the type of ant. I call them ant species. Is it all or nothing? Things are all good or all bad? Is it just the bad ants where you're focusing on what's wrong? Is it mind reading, fortune telling? The worst ant of all of them is blame. Whenever you blame someone else for the problems you have, you become a victim and you can't change anything. And a lot of negativity goes with blame. And people are, oh, the other ant is labeling. Whenever you label yourself or someone else with a negative term, you can't deal with them anymore because you've lumped them with all the people that are like this. And so you can't deal with it. And so, oh, he's liberal or she's conservative. Well, that means she's a fascist. And it's just this incredibly stupid thinking, illogical thinking that we're living with in this society. And the news and social media is taking advantage of that because they realize if they piss you off, you're going to stay there longer and you're going to watch the copper underwear commercial. It's all money driven and it's ruining our minds. And so when you feel bad, write down the thought, identify the kind of ant it is, and talk back to it. And I don't know if you've ever interviewed Byron Katie.
Yes.
I love
the
her.
work. It's amazing.
And so basically, Tana never listens to me. I've had that thought. And it's like, it's all or nothing. Is it true? Like, no. But if I don't question my thoughts, I believe them.
Yes.
And then I act as if they're true.
Yeah.
Is it absolutely true? No. How does the thought make me feel? Sad, lonely, disconnected. How would I feel without the thought? Fine. Take the original thought, Tana never listens to me, and just go, Tana does listen to me. And I can find 100 examples.
Yeah.
Right? It's just not believing everything. And the mothership thought, the thought that's damaging so many people, I'm not enough. Julius had that thought. I'm like, you're not enough. Who is?
Yeah.
I've been Miley Cyrus's doctor for 15 years now, and I'm not enough. I'm like, okay, who is?
Why is this seems like the biggest challenge for all of humanity, this one thought. Why is I am not enough a core thought that most of the world has on a continual basis? And what is the easiest way to overcome that thinking?
Is it true? you're not enough.
But why do people why do people
because
have
of
that, though?
comparison? And now with social media, you're comparing yourself to not just the neighbors. You're comparing yourself to millions
Yeah.
of people.
And filters and AI comparison. It's like,
And so write it down. I'm not enough. Is that true? Yes, that's absolutely true. With 100% certainty, you are not enough. Probably not, is what most people say. I said, how does that make you feel? Small, less than, anxious. How would you feel if you didn't have the thought? Fine, free.
a lot better. Yeah.
And it's okay. So it's the opposite. I am enough. So where do you see that in your life where you are enough? Well, I'm a dad. I have a job and I pay my mortgage. I am enough. And that's where you meditate, right? You take the original thought, flip it to the opposite, and then you meditate. And then you start every day with today is going to be a great day. And as you go through your day, you look for the little miracles in the day. It's a hummingbird. It's a butterfly. It's a cup of brain healthy hot chocolate.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
like, oh. And when you go to bed at night, you go, what went well today? And you don't just like list 3 things you're grateful for. It's like start at the beginning of your day. Like I have a white shepherd that I just dearly love. And I had a moment with her this morning. She just got fixed and it was hard. I love her so much. And we had that beautiful moment. I'm noticing the things I like more than the things I don't like. Because it's not the thoughts you have that make you suffer. It's the thoughts you attach to. We all have crazy thoughts. Do you want to hear my craziest thought?
Sure.
So we have 2 shepherds, and the white one's mine, and the German shepherd is Tana's. And when Tana comes home, he loves her. Like, oh my God, he like barks, he runs around, he's like, the energy's just coming out of him. And when I come home, it's like, hey, and that's it. Like, hey, dude. And whenever she's not there, he always comes and hangs out with me in my office. I just had this thought one day, if I killed my wife, when I came home, he would be so excited to see me. And then I'm like, no, we're not going to kill the wife for this. But your mind creates. Jerry Seinfeld once said, the brain is a sneaky organ. We all have weird, crazy, stupid, sexual, violent thoughts that nobody should ever hear, like the one I'm sharing. And so many people think they had that bad thought. They must be a bad person. Well, I'm absolutely not a bad person, and I'm absolutely not going to kill my wife. It's just a random thought, like the weather. And so learning to manage the noise, the nonsense is so helpful.
You talked about gratitude for a second and really focusing on all the little moments throughout the day that you can appreciate and find joy in and gratitude in. What parts of the brain are most affected by gratitude and appreciation?
So it calms your amygdala, that fear center in your brain.
Really?
It calms your limbic brain. And it activates your prefrontal cortex.
So gratitude does all those things.
Gratitude is this beautiful balancing act. And meditation and prayer both do the same thing.
Wow. If someone doesn't have gratitude in their life and everything is a frustration and there's anger towards what they're lacking rather than appreciation and gratitude towards what they have, what happens to the brain?
So chronic negativity increases your risk of dementia. So many people that are pessimists, they go, this way I'm never disappointed. And I'm like, yeah, but you're more likely to get dementia. You're more likely to be depressed. Negativity bias. So we did this study on negativity bias. When people come to see us, we ask them 300 different questions, lots of psychiatric symptoms, negativity is associated with 2/3 of them. It's like shocked us.
Really?
It's like, no, negativity is not good. Now, you don't want to be too positive. I tell my patients who are really anxious, the goal is not to get you, so say 0 to 100. The goal is not to get you from 85 to 0. The goal is to get you from 85 to 15. I want you to have enough anxiety that you do the right thing.
Sure.
Right? That you don't go for the third glass of beer.
Right.
That you're not driving at 100 miles an hour in the rain.
Yes.
Right? The don't worry, be happy people die the earliest from accidents and preventable illnesses. So I'm not arguing for always being Pollyanna. I want you to be thoughtful. And the people who live the longest are conscientious, which means if you say you're going to show up, you show up consistently, reliably, predictably, right? I mean, I was on time. I like being on time because I'm conscientious,
Yes.
right? And I want to be conscientious with my health. And people go, oh, how can you have any fun? I did celebrity rehab once with Dennis Rodman, and his brain was not great. And I was teaching him to be brain healthy. He's like, how can you have any fun? And I have a high school course called Brain Thrive by 25. We teach high school students to love and care for their brain. And week 4, here are the things to avoid. 14-year-old boy, never a girl. 14-year-old boy, how can you have any fun? So I play a game with them. Who has more fun? The kid with the good brain or the kid with the bad brain? Who gets the girl and gets to keep her because he doesn't act like an ass? The person with the good brain or the person with the bad brain? Who gets into the college they want to get into? Who makes the most money? Who has the most meaning and purpose? It's never about deprivation. You know, I can't have this, I can't have that. It's about abundance of what you really want. Because if you really, like, at the end of the day, what do you really want? And for me, it's energy, it's memory, it's passion, it's purpose, it's love, it's connection. That's what I want.
Freedom, physical freedom,
Independence, right? I mean, the older I get, right? I never want to be a burden to anybody. And I have 6 children, and I never want to live with any of them. Love them, don't want to live with them, right? So that means decades ahead of time, I need to be thinking about my health.
Wow. For some reason, I want to go back to the God conversation, because I haven't heard you talk about this that much. And I don't know if I've seen a lot of people talk about the science of having a belief and faith in God, on how much it actually impacts the brain. And I don't think people are going to understand this unless we have some type of research or backing, which I think maybe you have some of this already, which I think through the scans. And so what have you followed up with people after you've scanned them who show a high connection with their faith and a high belief in God? Have you had a follow-up process with them to understand how they feel on a consistent basis and how their brain looks by having a consistent trust and belief in God? And do they have happier, more fulfilling lives or relationships, or is that dependent on circumstance? What else have you noticed with people's brains?
If you get sick, you get better faster.
Really?
So the scientist that has done the most work in this is at Duke. His name is Harold Koenig. Actually wrote this huge volume and looked at the neuroscience of prayer and looked at the health benefits of belief. And they're myriad. That if you go to church on a regular basis, if you get sick, you get better faster. It lowers your risk of mental health issues. And obviously people who are Christian or Muslim or Jewish, they have mental health issues. But having the belief and the community associated with it is protective.
Interesting. Would some people say, well, that's just the community and the ritual and the habit of having people around you? Or is it really
maybe
the faith?
That's good for you, but also believing you're here for a purpose, believing you are wonderfully made, that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit that was given to you by God. Their neurotransmitter benefits to
Wow.
that belief.
Was there ever a time in your life where you didn't believe in God?
No.
Really?
Yeah, there are times I was scared of God.
Yeah.
I grew up Roman Catholic, and I wrote a book. I think you interviewed me for it, on happiness. And I start the book with "Happiness is a moral obligation," which I got from my friend Dennis Prager. And that was nowhere in my childhood, that happiness was a moral obligation. It was
Really?
more about long suffering. No, I've always believed in God. When I was a young soldier, so I was in the Army for 16 years, and we're really cute company clerk. And I'm like, hey, can I take you out? And she goes, will you take me to church? And growing up Catholic, I was an altar boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can do church. She took me to a Pentecostal healing service. And they were speaking in tongues and screaming and crying and dancing. It was different. But she was cute. And I went back, and I got connected to a group called Teen Challenge. It's a Christian group that deals with drug addicts. And I just fell more deeply in love with Jesus and helping these people. And when they went through the program, when they went through the program, they had a very high success rate, because now it's not about them. It's about their relationship with God and with other people. Very powerful.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this and you want more inspirational content, make sure to click the subscribe button below and click right here to watch what's coming next.